to Sailing UV. Thanks for joining us. If you're new here, I'm Jonathan, and with my dog Violet, we're planning to refit this 1996 Bruce Roberts Henry Morgan 56 and sail it around the world. She's a 56-foot ketch-rigged sailboat that was built to be a heavy-duty world cruiser. If this sounds intriguing to you, please subscribe and join us for the journey. In this week's episode, we get started with the soul in the aft cabin, take Violet for a walk, and probably spend too much time talking. Hope you enjoy. I know you vultures want to see that up close, watching me from over there on the time lapse. It looks like we're just a hair off, but it's not when you hold it perfectly in line. It just slips down a bit. I don't think there's any backstory on that at all, but I framed houses for 12 years, have my own company. It was just too much of this. I helped Ty, who you guys will meet in some videos, or who you probably already have at this point. It depends on the order of the videos. I always forget the mic. I hope you can hear me okay. Don't hate me because of the audio quality. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. This I can't plug the mic into. I need that stupid housing. I don't even know if you care, but I helped Ty do a tree job one day, and I couldn't go back from there. I've always loved trees. Trees are just the coolest thing in the world to me. I don't know what to tell you, but figure it out. Anyways, did the framing for years. I had helped Ty do a tree job one time, and I'm like, I can't believe you get paid to do this. This is the best thing I've ever done. And there we go. 20 years later, you know, I'm an arborist, whatever. I'm a master with trees. And do it all, and love every minute of it. This was all like a month or two after I helped Ty with that tree job, and I'm just like, dude, it's all I could think about. I'm like, I want a tree company now. I want a tree business, you know. I just want to. And so that's what we did. Ty and I started a tree service, and we actually started a couple, and you know, it's a long story, but whatever. I ended up working with the Angelo and tree service now for, I don't know, for 20 years, and I love every bit of it, even being a crane operator. After a while, climbing breaks you down. My back hurts so bad every day, so I just didn't want to do it anymore. I love it, do it once in a while, but I just started running a crane full time, did that for 8 years. I love running the crane. But anyways, it's just a little background on how I can do that the first time, almost every time. These are some weird angles in here. There's nothing straight or level, or, you know, luckily the two hull sides looked like they were out of a mold, basically. They obviously laid them up in some sort of mold, so they're pretty close. We'll keep going. I'm going to do this a little differently than you would traditionally see, but it's temporary, and I can't tab any of it in, so the way I'm going to build it is so that the load is holding everything in place, and I'll just screw the bottom to there, and then it'll work for now, because when I do this later on, we're just going to tab in all this wood is coming out. I never want to smell wet wood on a boat. I can't take it. I can't stand it. And we'll be rebuilding it with closed cell foam fiberglass panels. They're already fiberglassed on both sides. All you got to do is put them in, seal the ends up, basically tab them in where you want them. It's so easy. It's child play if you can play with fiberglass, and I love playing with fiberglass, so we can do that. But for now, I'm gonna rough frame this out down and dirty, and it's gonna be more comfortable because I don't know how long it's gonna be like this, but what we had before was unacceptable. It was like you almost fell in that last little area down here, and it was so cramped feeling. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna put that out, and then we're gonna cut the other board here to fit in between these, and then somehow we're gonna secure all that together as a framed in kind of a berth, bed, whatever, and then we'll be kind of set up for now, just short term, until we can get somewhere where I can start cutting into this thing with, I mean, you let me know if I'm wrong, but look at this. Why would you need 2x6 framing in here? It seems like some insane overkill to me. This is all, like, the entire floor up here. This is all, clean across. You got 2x6 joists is what I would call them, from port to starboard, all the way across. It's 2x6s. I mean, it might just be me, but that's insane. That's an insane amount of weight. There's never gonna be a load. Like, I mean, how are you ever gonna need that much weight bearing? We'll figure it out. I don't really plan on going that deep as to just gutting all of this. Just the cabinets up there forward, and you guys, we worked on that, and we thought we made this work. Let's just get the boat operable, and right now we're just waiting on the transmission still. Should be any day, but until then, I'm doing things to make it a little more comfortable for us. I don't know what you think, but I think this is going to be much better. It'll be one little step, 1 8-inch step down, and then that whole area, and then I'll have this area still open to service the engine and the batteries, and it'll just give it a, I don't know, it'll feel bigger in there. It'll feel like you have more space. It's so weirdly cramped. I don't even know how to tell you. It just feels weird to me stepping down in there. This couple feet of square footage is gonna make it feel so much bigger to me for some reason. You'll see what I'm talking about when I'm done. And wait till we get into the fiberglass, because man, all this is coming out. I'm moving that fucking fuel system forward somewhere, maybe even tucked up inside of a cabinet somewhere. I don't know. When you break it down, it's really just a couple supply and return lines. So, and then I can run those to a manifold somewhere else, or I can put a manifold wherever. I'd like to have a lot of the systems like that all in a familiar place, but we'll figure it out. I'd like to relocate the. Let's not worry about it. Get into it. I've already been live for almost 9 minutes. Messed that all up. I didn't believe my first reading. I'm like, no, that's just too steep. And so I put what I thought it should have been. Way wrong I was. It was the too steep one. That board's probably gonna be too short now, but this 3/4 shit can span 2 feet. I'm not spanning it 2 feet. If it's off a little bit in the corner, whatever. That board's getting faceted of steel things. I'm gonna countersink a couple holes in it, and I got some long steel screws trying to go get out of the van. But oh, that's super close. It's just a little too short now because obviously I cut the wrong angle at first because I didn't have faith in my I didn't believe my first reading, so I'm like, oh, it must have been this, and I just screwed the pooch. But this one's going to be attached with screws into the steel, so it's all good. I'll make the rest. I want 2 more full spans, and we've got the wood for it, and then we'll frame the rest in, and I'll try to rip this piece of plywood. That's going to be a fun time. I can already see it. But that'll be easy. I'm gonna use door skin and template it and do it right the first time. I can't believe there's nowhere to plug my mic into the GoPro without the creator mod thing on. Here's the progress I've made. I don't know how much is on time lapse because again I came back to the time lapse and it's not even running. So I'll tell you what, I was pretty confident with my my cutting or whatever starting this out, and then started to realize real quick that this thing was felt like it was going like downhill, like at a slant, and then you see where we started on the line, then we got a little closer, now we're slightly over it, just to be level. So it's like I had a line there and I put a line here and I connected the dots, and no, that's not how boats work. So I don't know. We'll figure it out though. I got it figured out. This has got to go down about 1/8 of an inch, and I've got it propped up right now in the air, and the cut is way off because obviously the angle changes on its way across the whole boat hull. Who knew? Probably all you guys. But man, I wish I had a shipwright friend that just wanted to hang out and explain this shit to me, but I mean, I could figure it out. I just started measuring and making my cuts, and whatever, it's good enough for now. I gotta wrap it up because it's like 7 p.m. and I'm in a marina, so I can't be working all night. Or I would work till 3 or 4 in the morning. I just love to work all night. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I worked all day too. So I gotta go get V and take her potty again, and go get some junk food for later. I think we're gonna stay here again tonight. She's gotta get used to climbing that pass route. I think it mainly freaked her out because it was really windy last night, and again tonight it's really windy down here. I'm gonna vacuum up my mess because I can't leave it like this all night. It'll drive me insane. We'll get back at it tomorrow, and I am going to, after I clean the mess up, I'm going to take the templating wood into the other room there and just snap some lines and then cut the lines with a razor blade. You can, as long as you pull your measurements from the same side of the board, you can pull measurements on one side every 2 inches or whatever you want your templating material to be, and snap a line and then flip it over, and you have to pull from the same side you pulled from, obviously, and snap lines, score them with a carpenter knife razor blade, and it just snaps. It's just like pulling paper towels off the roll or whatever, you know what I mean? As long as you score both sides, it just snaps so easy. And trust me, I'm trying to quit smoking, guys. It's been one of the longest things with me, but I am down from over like 2 packs plus a day. Like usually before I'd be going to sleep, I'd be opening a 3rd pack. I know it's disgusting. Don't look at me like that, but I'm down to 1 pack in 24 hours. And for me, that's good. I mean, that's It's really good, guys. Seriously, I mean, I don't know, whatever. I'm trying to quit, guys. It's going good though. It is. It really is. I'm telling you, going from smoking at least 2 packs every day in 24 hours down to 1 is a big deal for me, and I'm pushing to get down even farther, because every time I think about it, I just do something else or stay busy. So it's coming, it's coming. I do smoke cigars here and there, and like I got really good pipe tobaccos and a decent pipe or whatever, and I enjoy that every now and then. Whatever, guys. We all got our vices. I don't do hard drugs. I sail and like some tobacco. I'm gonna vacuum this mess up and pick up all my little scrap pieces of wood, and I'll talk to you guys a little later. Morning, guys. We're just waking up on the boat for the second day here. Violet don't even want to get out of bed to go outside. Hold on, baby V. Apparently now she's ready. So I'm gonna get dressed and take her potty. Probably put her in a van, because I think we're gonna stay at the RV park tonight to charge the van batteries up and fill up the water tank and whatnot. So there's that. Other than that, I'm gonna take Violet potty and then eat something, and I'm gonna get back to what I was doing yesterday. I went to cook some food last night, and the stupid gas lights, and then slowly the flame goes away. So based on what research I did, it seems like that's probably the solenoid. So I go get one of those sometime today. West Marine's got them for $200 for a stupid little $30 solenoid. You want one for a boat, it's $200. It's a Trident LPG whatever system. It comes with the deck box. That's ridiculous, and a switch in the galley and all that. So we'll get that. Might stop and grab one of those. For kills me to pay $200 for it when I know they're like 30 or 40 bucks. But come on, V, get down if you're ready to go out. Come on. She's such a crybaby. I understand though. I slid that seat that was over here. Well, let's just show you how I'm sitting here being lazy. I'm just you know, that stupid seat that was here, which you'd have to move that seat and somehow get over it and behind it to mess the batteries, or the seacock that's back in there. Like, I don't think so. I stuffed it here so the crybaby can jump up in that bed easier, and she still don't like it, which you can't blame her. But I mean, these berths will be normal height. It rained all night, and there's a tinge of smell in this forward part of the boat, and I'm guessing maybe it's just a chain. I don't know. I'd like to make those chain lockers watertight, because right as it stands, the chain lockers drain underneath that wall all the way back to this bilge, and you know that it's just got that smell, and it's leaking up there through all the you guys seen. So anyways, I think I want to seal that off underneath there. It's just a little cutout at the bottom of the bulkhead. You want to make that watertight so that all that chain smell stays up there, and put another pump up there, a drain or something, probably just a drain and a pump, whatever. I'll put a pump up there. Today, well, like I said, I'm about to take Violet out. I have a notary appointment at noon for that title for Zoe, but then today we're gonna finish putting that floor in. So I'm gonna get that knocked out, and then this all up here, it was pouring last night. This shit was pouring water in, and I put 4200 or whatever around the, I couldn't get the bolts out, as you guys seen. They are in there for the mizzen, so I'm just gonna cut them off when we get to Napa. I'm gonna have them unstep the mizzen mast, and I'm gonna cut all those bolts and then rebed it. Plus the mizzen, there's like a base for the mizzen mast, and it is just punky soft wood, so that it needs replaced anyways before we can go anywhere outside of this bay. You know, before we get out there to open water, it definitely needs replaced, so we're gonna have to do that. So I'll unstep the mizzen. It's weird, the main has backstays, but it also has a triadic. I don't know, there's so many stays on this boat, it's silly if you ask me, but whatever, she's a heavy boat, so she must need it. We'll unstep that, redo the base, and rebed it, everything, obviously. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it, guys. Violet's being a crybaby, she's gotta go potty, so yeah, she's gotta go. Talk to you guys later. did it again, guys. You already know. I was sitting here doing all my, getting all this shit figured out. I had a video conference this morning for getting a title done for Zoe back in Ohio, that she lost the title of the van. And then I've been on the phone with a rigger for the running rigging for a few hours, not a few hours, like 40 minutes with this guy. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with, I know rope well enough and sailing well enough. I think I can just order this shit myself. This guy is upwards 8 to 10 grand by the time he comes out here and does his thing, and he just wants to strip the boat of all the lines and take it back to his shop and measure it there. And it's like, I'm cool with a rough estimate on measuring. I mean, I don't know, whatever. I don't want all the rope off the boat, because then everything's going to be flopping around or have to be taken off. And I'm trying to get up to Napa. I don't need anything to hold me up, especially not some, whatever. He's nice enough, but anyways, I started talking right now. You know what I did? I was sitting here doing that stuff. I finally hung the phone up and I just went right to it, and I already started laying this out and scoring it. I already scored the whole other side. This side snapped, and I only need so many. I don't want to cut a bunch because they get broke real easy. So I'd rather leave it in a bigger chunk, you know, and just snap off what I need for now, which I'm going to do. But I was actually just enjoying some yogurt and a bit more coffee after all these video things and phone conferences. You guys are gonna figure out real quick that I hate being on the damn phone. I don't mind get on the phone, let's handle business, blah blah, alright, cool, later. I don't like to sit there at the phone pressed to my damn head for hours. I hate it. You guys, it just drives me nuts. So anyways, enough of my phone conversation rants. It's pouring out there right now. Another day of seeing where all the boat leaks. I actually made it worse in the back, where I smoothed a bunch of crap on around the mizzen and tried to get that leak up, just to stop tweet the Napa, but I made it worse. Now it just flows a different way. But anyways, here we go. I'm gonna set up a time lapse. We're gonna get this stuff cut, and then we're gonna go back in the aft cabin and finish where we started yesterday with the sole. So I'm gonna eat some more yogurt first, though. I'll be right with you. Looks like this is where we're going to have to leave off for this week. Thank you so much for being here and watching. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to subscribe. If you really enjoyed it and would like to support the journey, you can always join us over on Patreon. I'll leave a link in the description below and in the comments. We hope to see you again next week when we finish that sole in the aft cabin and continue with all of our other projects around the boat. Thanks again so much for joining us. We'll see you soon.